Hello students! Yes, a very good morning to all of you. I am your English teacher. Confused? No, no need to get confused. Yes, from now onwards, I will be teaching you English. I'll be providing you these video lectures and I will be meeting you in the WebEx classes. Okay students, so now you know that Harshita ma'am is your English teacher. What is the next thing you got to be doing? Yes, the next thing which you are supposed to do is those three magical things, which are like, share and subscribe. You know why? Because if you will not like, share and subscribe my channel or not hit the bell icon, then how will you get to know that ma'am has uploaded a new video for us? So now everyone will be doing it right away. And secondly, students, what is one more thing that can make me get connected to you? That is the comment section. You all can write your views, your thoughts about yourself in the comment section to make me know that you all are well aware of what's going on in the classes. So students, in WebEx classes, this week we studied adverbs, right? What did we study? We studied adverbs. Now, adverbs is a topic that you must have studied in your class 6, in class 7 and now in 8th, right? So you will be wondering that why are we doing it again in 8th if we have already done it in 6th and 7th? I will tell you. In your previous classes, we studied adverbs, but a bit of it, right? And now onwards, in this class, in this particular class, that is class 8, we will be entering into the in-depth knowledge. We will be learning more about adverbs, right? So in this video lectures, you will find more topics associated with adverbs. And remember students, to enhance your learning, you must watch full video so that you don't miss any topic and you're able to understand. Also bring out the most of this video lecture. Okay, so let's start learning.
Okay students, so now we will learn the meaning of adverbs. First of all, let's find out the basic definition of adverb. An adverb is a word that adds something to the meaning of a verb, an adjective or another adverb. For example, he was talking loudly. In the given sentence, was walking is a verb. On the other hand, loudly is an adverb. Students, you will notice that the word loudly, that is an adverb, is actually helping us to know how the action was performed. So, we get to know how he was talking. All such words that modify or that add something to the meaning of a verb, an adjective, or another adverb are called adverbs. Now let's find out the types of adverbs. Students, there are total 6 types of adverbs. First of all, there is adverbs of time, then adverbs of manner, third adverbs of place, fourth adverbs of frequency, fifth adverbs of degree, and sixth interrogative adverbs. Students, I hope you all remember adverbs of time are all the words which answer the question when, such as before, after, early, already, now, soon, since, etc. And Adverbs of manner are all those words that answer the question how. So, let's see some examples. These are well, slowly, fast, easily, loudly, happily, quickly. Now let's see the third type, which is adverbs of place. Adverbs of place are all those words that answer the question where, such as here, there, near, up, by, down, inside, etc. Now let's see the fourth type, which is adverbs of frequency, which answer the question how often. For example, always, usually, sometimes, twice, etc. And then we have adverbs of degree, which answer the question how much or what degree, such as very, so, too, rather, hardly, fairly, almost, etc. And lastly, the easiest one, which is interrogative adverbs. We all know the word interrogative means asking a question. So, all the words which are used to ask a question are termed as interrogative adverbs, such as when, where, why, how, etc. Now we will see there are certain words which are used both as an adjective and an adverb. Let's see the first example. Right on the back page. Here, the highlighted word back is an adjective which is describing the noun page. Whereas in the second sentence, why are you looking back? Back is an adverb which is modifying the verb looking. Let's see one more example, which is the river is deep. Here, deep is an adjective which is describing the noun river. Whereas in the second sentence, he went deep into the subject. Here, the word deep is an adverb which is modifying the verb went. So, students, I hope you understand adjectives and adverbs are completely different. Adjectives are the words that describe a noun, whereas adverbs are the words that modify the verb. Great. Now we will see the position of adverbs. That is, now we will learn the real position or the places where the adverb is placed in a sentence. Number one is adverbs of manner. Adverbs of manner are placed in a sentence in three different ways. Number one, adverbs of manner always come after a verb or object if there is one. So, if there is a verb or object in the sentence, then adverbs of manner will be placed after that. For example, I eat food quickly. Second rule, if the object has a preposition before it, we can use the adverb either after the object or before the preposition. For example, I wish sincerely for your success. As you just saw, if the object has a preposition before it, and here the preposition is for. In such cases, the adverb can be placed either before it or after it. So here first sentence says, I wish sincerely for your success, whereas the second sentence is, I wish for your success sincerely. Got it? Now let's see the third rule. If the object is long, the adverb is placed before the verb. So here let's see, I totally depend on my sister for helping me with my projects. Here, the object being too long makes the verb being placed before the verb. So now here, the adverb is placed before the verb because the object is too long. Understood, everyone? Now let's see the position of adverbs of place. Adverbs of place are used after the verb or after the object if there is one. If there is an object or if there is a verb in the sentence, which obviously will be there, then adverbs of place will be placed after that. For example, he sat here for a long time. Here, sat is a verb and the highlighted word here is an adverb which has been placed after the verb. Yes. Let's see the position of adverbs of time. Again, there are 3 rules for the same. Let's see first one. Adverbs of time can be placed at the beginning or at the end of a sentence. Remember students, the same adverb sometimes can be placed in the beginning or also at the end of a sentence, such as I will meet you tomorrow or tomorrow I will meet you. Got it? Now beta, second is following adverbs are used at the end of a sentence. Here, a few adverbs are mentioned such as early, last, before, yet, immediately. All these adverbs are generally used at the end of a sentence. For example, she arrived late. Second example, the train arrived early. Understood, everyone? Now let's see the third one. The adjective still is placed after the verb be, and I hope you all remember the forms of verb be, which are is, am, are, was, were, etc. and before other verbs. So, particularly, the adverb still is placed after the verb be, but it is placed before other verbs. For example, he is still wrong, or she still doesn't feel that her conduct is objectionable. In the first sentence, the adverb still is placed after the verb is, which is a form of the verb be. Whereas in the second sentence, the adverb still is placed before the verb do or here doesn't. Now we will see the position of adverbs of frequency. So students, adverbs of frequency are placed after the verb be and before other verbs in simple tenses. For example, he is never late. Or we can also say, she always speaks the truth. Remember, adverbs of frequency are placed after the verb be. It is exactly similar to the previous rule we studied. After the verb be and before other verbs in simple tenses. So here we have written he is never late. Remember, here never has been placed after the verb is. Whereas in the second statement, she always speaks the truth. Always has been placed before the verb truth. Understood, everyone? Now the second rule says in continuous and perfect tenses or with modals, these adverbs are used after the auxiliary. Auxiliary means the helping verbs, right? So here we have written, I have always helped her. So here the adverb always has been placed after the helping or the auxiliary verb have. Good. Now we have adverbs of degree. Adverbs of degree are placed before the adjectives and the adverbs they modify. Let's find out how. He is only 5. The question is rather difficult. So remember, adverbs of degree are placed before the adjectives and the adverbs they modify. Here, the adverb only, and in the second sentence, the adverb rather is modifying 5 and difficult. Therefore, they are placed before them. Now, the second rule says when an adverb of degree modifies a verb, it is placed before the main verb. Remember, placed before the main verb. First example says, he almost slipped. Here, the main verb is slipped and the adverb has been placed before it. In the second statement, she has just left. Again, just has been placed before left. That is the main verb. So students, I hope you all remember the rules for position of adverbs. Now we will see the order of adverbs. So, the usual order of placing the adverbs is firstly, adverbs of manner, secondly, adverbs of place, and thirdly, adverbs of time. For example, he walked slowly along the road in the morning. Here, the word slowly is an adverb of manner. Along the road is depicting adverb of place, and in the morning is depicting adverb of time. Now we will see the degrees of comparison of adverbs. Students, I hope you all remember that we have already studied degree of comparison of adjectives in previous classes. Similarly, we have degrees of comparison of adverbs also. Some adverbs, just like adjectives, also have comparative and superlative forms. They are generally adverbs of manner, adverbs of degree, and adverbs of time. Let's find out how are they placed. Here, this table shows 3 columns. First is positive, second is comparative degree, and the third is superlative degree. I have mentioned a few examples and there are many more. First one is beautifully. Beautifully can be written as more beautifully or less beautifully in its comparative form. And it can be written as most beautifully or least beautifully in its superlative form. Okay, students? There are many more words, there are many more adverbs which are written like this. For example, intelligently, which is written like more intelligently or most intelligently. Second is near, nearer, nearest. So there are many adverbs which are written in comparative and superlative forms by adding er and est to the positive degree. Okay, students, there are many more examples such as loud, louder, loudest, long, longer, longest, etc. Then we have certain exceptions which you all are required to learn, such as well becomes better in comparative form and becomes best in superlative. So, well, better, best. Then the next one is badly, which becomes worse and worst in comparative and superlative forms. After this, we have little, which becomes less and least in its comparative and superlative form. After this, we have much or many, which becomes more and most in its superlative or comparative form. And lastly, far, which becomes further or farther in comparative degree, and furthest or farthest in superlative degree. I hope, students, once you will go through your book and find out more examples, you will be able to understand all these topics, and you will also be able to perform all the exercises. So let's quickly recap all the topics that we have covered. We studied the types of adverbs. Then we studied same words used as an adjective or an adverb. Then we saw the rules for position of various adverbs. And lastly, we discussed a degree of adverbs. I hope you all understood today's topic and you find the class interesting. Kindly keep working with me.